Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. This is me, Umar Ahmed Muhammad Ahmed, School of Change, and in this video, we are going to speak about grammar. And I know some people, when they listen to and hear this term grammar, they are going to feel afraid because they think that grammar it is very difficult to them. Others say that grammar is not important, you can speak and communicate without it. But to answer these people, I tell you that to speak about anything, you have to define it. So if they know the definition of grammar, I don't think that they are going to say that it is not important or it is very difficult. Grammar, it is art. It is the art of putting the right words in the right places. And I recommend you to have pen and paper. Why? It's because when you write this important information, you are going to memorize them, to keep them in your head, and to make arguments with these who say it is not important, to give them the importance of it. So again, the definition of the grammar is the art of putting the right words in the right places, meaning that a person who knows grammar is an artist. Why? Because artists always create new good things and facilitate our lives. So grammar facilitates your speaking. What we want to speak about today is sentence and phrase, or sentences and phrases. And the reason why we start with sentences and phrases, because some people say we have to start with part of a speech, and parts of a speech starts with nouns. We know that, and everyone knows. But I want to start with sentence and phrase because all what coming next is whether sentence or phrase, not out of this one. So in this part, or in this video, we are going to speak about the definition for the sentence and for the phrase, and the connection between them, the differences between them, and if they have classification, if they have types, and why for sentence and phrases. So let me start with sentence. They say a sentence is a word or group of words that makes complete sense. Again, a sentence is a word or a group of words that makes complete sense. So if we have group of words, if you have book, or you speak to someone and you hear some words together, then these words give you complete sense and give you the full information and the full knowledge. These words are a sentence. Example, if I tell you I go to school every day, I have taken my dinner, my aunt has visited us, I love all kinds of fruits. So when I mention this, you are going to get the sense of what I am talking about. So in this way, this group of words are sentences. A sentence gives three things, whether it speaks about a statement or a command or a question. How is that? It means if we have a sentence, this sentence gives us one out of these three things, whether we have a statement, like if I say, I will call you tomorrow. Here, I tell you something. The thing that I tell you called a statement. It is full statement. You hear it, then you comprehend and you understand it. So it is a statement. And question, if I tell you, how old are you? Or what do you mean which one that you like, whose boy is this, or whatsoever. All these questions also are sentences. The last part, it is a command, and as you know that the sentence can be one word or group of words according to the definition. So if someone tells you stop or open the door, shut the window, stop speaking, all these are commands. So he gives you an order or a command to do specific things, whether it is one word or too many words. These are command. Also, these are sentences. Let us go to phrase, then to differentiate. And as we know that we use sentences to express our thought, because if you want to say, what do you have inside you? If you want to explain, if you want to read, if you want to talk to someone, if you want to say a story, you are going to use words. So these words, we use them to express our thought, the thing that what we have in our head. So the sentence is to express our thought. The phrase, it has a little bit differences. They say a phrase is a word or a group of words that does not make a complete sense. Again, a word or a group of words that does not make a complete sense. What does it mean? It means the difference. It means the difference between a sentence and the phrase is the sense that we get. That's what does it mean. If we get full information about what someone speak, this one is a sentence. But if we feel some confused, it is a phrase. An example to phrases, if I tell you in the garden, 2 steps away, behind me, after 11 o'clock, in the morning, all these things, when I mention them, you are going to ask me, what is the thing that happens in the morning? What is the thing that happens at 11 o'clock? What is the thing that lies behind you? So when these questions come to your head, explaining what happens, meaning that the person that speaks about phrases, not sentences. So if I want to now mention the difference between a sentence and a phrase, we say that a sentence gives complete sense, but the phrase does not give a complete sense. Another thing, the difference between the phrase and a sentence is the verb. The sentence always contains verb on it. The phrase has no verb. What does it mean? It means if we want to turn phrase into sentence, we have to add some words, including a verb. So any group of words that you find them, if these groups of words including a verb, so it is sentence. But if it doesn't include any verb, it is a phrase. And as we say that a sentence gives 3 things, whether a statement, question, or a command, we know that we can change the question into statement and the statement into question just by changing the order of the words. How? If you tell me this is Ahmad's phone, this is Ahmad's phone, and I want to change this statement into question, I just take is out, is this Ahmad's phone? Then you're going to tell me it is Ahmad's phone or this is Ahmad's phone. Another example, if I tell you Can you help me? Can you help me? This is a question. So to change this question into a statement, you can help me. This is the way that we change a statement into sentence, into questions, and question into statements. And there are so many also ways, because sometimes we are going to use to bring verb to do or verb to be. Like if I tell you, I saw many birds. I saw many birds here. If I want to change it to statement to a question, I have to bring verb to do then to say, did I see a lot of birds? This is the way that we change statement into question and question into statements. Let us get some examples for phrases and to change them into sentences by putting verb and so many words. If I tell you behind the wall, I said this one is phrase, it's not a sentence, behind the wall. So if I want to change this statement, this phrase into a sentence, I put a verb. Ahmad speaks behind the wall. Here I bring two words. One of them is subject, which is Ahmad, noun, and verb, which is speaks. So it becomes sentence right now. Another one, if I tell you at 5 o'clock p.m., this also is a phrase. Why? Because you don't know what does it mean and what do I mean by this word. So to make this phrase sentence, I have to bring a verb with another word. I can say, I will meet you at 5 p.m. So I will meet the verb. Where is the verb here? Meet. So I will meet you at 5 p.m. Now it is understandable. This is the way that we can change phrases into statements. Hope that you like this lesson. And as I tell you, we are going to start grammar lesson. We are going to speak about all this stuff one by one in a board. Now we don't have a board. Hope that you like it. If you have any question or comment, you can comment down. Then I see, then I answer in another video. Thank you so much.